I'm Peggy, 62. Sitting in a lawyer's office, I'm surrounded by the weight of a past I've only just begun to understand. The air is thick with the scent of old books and polished wood, a stark contrast to the storm of emotions raging inside me. A week ago, I was informed of my son's death by his wife, Lily, in the coldest, most heartless way imaginable. She'd buried him without even giving me the chance to say goodbye. My son, Ethan, was the light of my life. After his father left when Ethan was 10, we clung to each other, forming an unbreakable bond. I worked 2 jobs to put him through school, and he was always so proud of me. But ever since he married Lily, things changed. Our once frequent calls became rare, and our visits were constantly canceled. I remember the day I bought white lilies, Ethan's favorite since he was a kid. I'd hoped to bring them to him at the hospital, thinking he was stable. But when Lily called, her voice was flat, emotionless. She informed me about the funeral arrangements as if it were a mere formality. I was in shock. The doctor had told me just the day before that the surgery went well. But Lily insisted that Ethan had died the previous evening due to complications from an infection. When I tried to call the hospital, they had no record of Ethan being a patient there. And when I called the funeral home, Lily had already made all the arrangements, excluding me. It was as if she'd been planning to cut me out of my son's life completely. As I sat in Ethan's old bedroom that night, surrounded by memories, I started to piece together the signs I'd missed. Our relationship had been gradually eroded over the years. Every time I tried to visit or call, Lily had an excuse. She'd say Ethan was too tired from work, or they had other plans. I'd been so afraid of being the overbearing mother in law that I'd accepted every excuse, never realizing that she was systematically pushing me away. 7 days passed, filled with sleepless nights and endless searching for the truth. Then, Lily called in a panic. She accused me of hiring lawyers and conducting an investigation. I was bewildered. I had no idea what she was talking about. But it turned out that Ethan had changed his will 3 months ago. He'd hired a private investigator to find out why our relationship had deteriorated. I finally went to see Lily at her house. She looked a mess, with her hair in a messy ponytail and wearing wrinkled clothes. She told me that Ethan had started asking questions about me, about why I never visited or called. She'd lied to him, saying I was busy with my own life and didn't want to be bothered. But Ethan didn't believe her. The investigator found out that Lily had been intercepting our communications for years. She'd canceled plans I'd made with Ethan, sent text messages from his phone pretending he was too busy to see me, and deleted emails I'd sent. She'd done all this because she felt like she was competing with me for Ethan's attention. Ethan had changed his will and left everything to me. He'd also left a letter. When I finally read it, I was in tears. He'd known that something was wrong, and he'd wanted to protect our relationship. He'd given me the power to decide what to do with Lily. I visited Ethan's grave at Riverside Cemetery. It was a simple granite headstone with just his name and dates. I placed the white lilies there and apologized for not being there for him. I stayed for an hour, telling him everything I'd learned. At the lawyer's office, I met with the lawyer, David, and Lily. I decided to give Lily the house. I couldn't let Ethan's wife be homeless, but I also couldn't let her profit from the pain she'd caused. The savings account and life insurance money would go into a foundation in Ethan's name to help children maintain relationships with their grandparents after family conflicts. Lily had to sign a statement acknowledging her deception and attend counseling. I also gave her a photo album of Ethan's childhood so she could understand what she destroyed. Looking back, I realized that some bonds are stronger than lies. Ethan's love for me never faded, even though Lily tried to break us apart. His death was tragic, but it also brought the truth to light. I still miss him every day, but I'm grateful for the love we shared and the chance to finally understand what really happened.